Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and we know I've been on a bit of a Pokemon kick as of late, and I saw this story that I wanted to talk about. We're going to read the article off of Dixerto.com and give my thoughts and everything on it. It pertains to a man being killed by the cops after Pokemon cards and pizza were stolen from a Florida Target. Now, I know we're all going to say, oh, only in Florida, right? Because Florida's like a weird league of its own when it comes to craziness that happens. So apparently, cops were called to a Target, and something happened to where this man was killed. The details are still being ironed out. There's no specifics or anything like that, and it's always unfortunate when somebody gets their life taken from them. First and foremost, we don't know the sides of anything that happened. We don't know if maybe this young man had a weapon on him or anything. That's besides the point right here. And I'm not going that route because then it becomes a flame war in the comments, but we're strictly going to go by what we see in this article right here. So you can see a man was shot dead after police were called to a Target to investigate an alleged theft involving Pokemon cards and pizza. Interesting combination. So this was April 27th around 7 p.m. when this happened. Now, pardon me if I pronounce this county wrong. It's Osceola County deputies responded to an incident at a Kissimmee Target where 18-year-old Michael Gomez and 19-year-old Joseph Lowe reportedly walked into the store and began stuffing items in a bag. So that's one thing that you definitely don't want to do, guys. When you walk into a department store, start stuffing your items in a bag, you will get busted. There's absolutely no way around it now, especially with loss prevention. And I know there's people, that might here or there get away with something, but, to openly come in with a bag, you're asking for trouble, such as in this situation right here. Now, this goes on to say, according to a loss prevention officer, the men specifically put pizzas and Pokemon cards in the bag. Once the two men were outside, the cops attempted a takedown that resulted in shots being fired and a man being killed, though it's unclear why. This is unfortunate because 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, but they were asking for trouble. If you're gonna ask me my honest opinion and thoughts on this situation, these two guys were asking for 100% trouble coming into a Target with duffel bags and stuffing them. We don't know why they were killed, but there were shots that were fired. Maybe the guy tried to grab the gun of one of the police officers. Who honestly knows around here? But it says after Gomez and Lower were transported to a hospital and charged, police revealed that two additional suspects have also been detained. One of those suspects ended up being shot and killed in the takedown. So, two additional. So, who knows? It says so far neither the deceased nor the other suspect have not been named, and it's unclear what their involvement in the crime was. Sheriff Marcos Lopez defended his deputies following the shooting, telling Fox 35 he believes the actions were justified. So, this article kind of has a little bit of broken English, I guess I would say on that, but it's apparently saying that there was two additional suspects and one of them was shot and killed, and it was justified. Now, this is the quote. He says, "I have the utmost 200% trust in everything they do based on their training and their experience," he said. "Things escalate. This is the real world. This is hardly the first time that police have been called over a theft involving Pokemon cards." So just recently, this mentions a Florida man was arrested for stealing hundreds of cards from Walmart. And in Minnesota, a thief broke through a gaming store wall to nab 250,000 in Pokemon cards. So I guess since the pandemic, of course, Pokemon cards have gone up in demand. People have been wanting to collect them and resell them and make money from it. And we're starting to see thieves focus on that. I believe not too long ago, actually, on the other side of town here, there was a card shop, and it's called Boomtown Collectibles. They actually were broken into and stuff was stolen as well. Sports cards, Pokemon cards, different sports memorabilia that was autographed. So this is what's in demand now. And it's only increasing. Pokemon cards are literally harder and harder to come by. at retail, and when you go to a collectible shop, they're going up in price. So when Target and Walmart have them and stuff, they're coming out like that. Going in as a group of, I guess, now potentially 4, because I said 2 additional suspects with duffel bags and getting pizza and Pokemon. Again, in my opinion, not a good idea to do that. Not a good idea to cause trouble. If you're being detained by a law enforcement officer, just shut up. The easiest thing to do is to just lay there and shut up and cooperate. Don't try to resist. Don't try to fight back. The minute that you even reach into a pocket or try to reach them in any kind of form or fashion, it can be taken or translated as a hostile situation. You could accidentally end up getting yourself shot, maybe even killed. Again, we don't know the details with this. The main reason why I was talking about this, though, is because it does involve Pokemon cards, which is something that I have been talking about for some long time. And you could even see the next article right here was literally yesterday, and this is talking about a Burger King employee being arrested for stealing Pokemon cards from store. So, guys, stop stealing Pokemon cards. Stop it. This is a 21-year-old right here who's been arrested after being accused of stealing $150 in Pokemon cards from a Florida Walmart. So again, Florida. And this goes on to say the value of Pokemon cards continues to drive people to extremes, with one man being shot by police after an attempted Pokemon card heist from Walmart. That's another heist right there. Considering the monumental value of rare cards with $1,000 sales making headlines, it's easy to see the need for protections to be put in place for retailers like eBay. Even on the lower end of the price spectrum, card theft is a common occurrence, with a Burger King employee being the latest unfortunate person to get caught up in petty crime surrounding these sought-after cards. And petty crime, guys, is like, it's not worth it. Petty crime is not worth it. Now, this is a report from the Florida news station WFLA. The gentleman that was arrested, his name is Brandon Silville. He was spotted leaving a local Walmart with several packs of cards tucked into his pockets and backpack. The complete value of the cards is found to be around $150. So this was all caught on CCTV. They apprehended the Burger King worker shortly after and charged him with retail theft. The punishment for which can range from fines up to $400, imprisonment, or both. Now, why he's a Burger King employee has anything to do with this, I have no clue. How they identified him as a Burger King employee is maybe this Walmart has a Burger King inside of it. I have no clue. Now, it says the absolute worst punishment that this gentleman could receive is a 16-month prison sentence. I don't know if I could do 16 months myself personally in prison. I wouldn't want to try that. I like my freedom. It says, but that is reserved for repeat offenders. So if this is his first time, it says if there's no indication of prior issues, he's unlikely to see the full extent of the punishment meted out. And yeah, here's the WFLA News tweet with the mugshot. Look at that hair right there. Look at that dome. So how they identified it as a Burger King employee, or what the significance of that is, I have absolutely no clue why they had to specify that, but they did. And then this goes on to talk about how, you know, there's tons of Pokemon card crimes happening in 2022 with everything else that we briefly mentioned. So yeah, guys, stop stealing Pokemon cards. Stop it. There's no need to. I get it if times are desperate or whatever, but there's alternatives, guys. You can make an OnlyFans. You can give hand jobs behind the Burger King you work at. You know, don't go to jail. Don't lose your life over Pokemon cards. It's not worth it, guys. I'm not trying to laugh or make light of the situation of somebody passing away and getting killed or whatever, but yeah, it's crazy how many stories you're starting to see, and honestly, I've kind of like not really paid attention to them, but just looking up and seeing all these incidents being reported, even just on one website, it's really crazy to see just how common this is becoming. And I know shoplifting's been a thing since, I guess, the dawn of mankind. when it comes to stores and stuff. But over Pokemon cards, that's just another level of you know what I mean? Like criminals stealing guns, clothes, electronics, cars, robbing houses. You know, I could somewhat be like, okay, yeah, I get that. I get why he broke into that house and stole a 4K TV. But yeah, you know, this gentleman going into a Target and stealing Pokemon cards and pizza and losing his life. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe if you haven't.